here. Just a second, it'll be done. I guess just a second, make sure. I think it's okay. So, can you hear me? Everything is okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, we can.
Hello. Okay, sorry for the delay. It's getting much worse today. Bad. Let me share my screen and start. Okay, where is the screen? Share screen. Share screen. Unfortunately. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay, slideshow. Now? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Sorry for the delay. It took much longer. In India, what happens is vendors come to your doorstep and start ringing the bell, and they won't go till you pay them some money or something like that. So a couple of problems here. So anyway, we are back. I hope you had a chance to listen to my previous lecture 150. Did you? I think we have 7 participants here, I guess so.
Yes.
Yeah. Anybody who didn't listen to the last lecture?
I just heard in a hurry, so may not have registered fully. I have to go through again.
Okay. Anyway, we will continue with Madhva today. And another change which is happening in my part of life here is that there is a statement done by Oscar Wilde. He says that people who are unable to learn start teaching. And I was afraid I would be one of them. So I'm now starting to learn from a couple of other great teachers. It is so hard to get teachers here or anywhere. So finally, I got a couple of teachers now, and I'm now trying to learn some things as we go. Anyway, that's just something to tell you what's happening here. Now we'll go to the lecture straight. Any questions before we start?
Yeah, I have a question. I did not follow. I was reading Madhvācārya. I could not follow that Prāṇa and Prakṛti. are both combinedly responsible for the creation of universe. Am I right in that? Is it one of his tenets?
What are the two things you mentioned? I cannot hear it properly. Please speak near the speaker.
That is prana. That is prana, energy and matter combined together. That energy is Viṣṇu, and the other one, matter, is Lakṣmī. They are combined together, are responsible for the earth. I mean, creation of the universe. Is it? I feel, is it right or is it wrong?
See, the thing is, we have to be careful how Madhvācārya expresses.
Can you understand what I'm asking you about?
See, you say energy and matter, right? First of all, is energy Viṣṇu? Or how do you say energy in the normal sense? Do you
Prāṇa, I meant energy means Prāṇa.
Huh?
No, this is what I understood. I couldn't understand. That's why I'm asking you the question.
See, the thing is, Prāṇa is different, right? For Prāṇa, Prāṇadevaru is the highest of the Jīva. Jīva Uttama. According to Madhvācārya, the highest among Jivas is Prāṇa or Mukhya Prāṇa. And then Hari is Sarvottama. Hari is the highest in every way. And what creates this creation? The Prakṛti, Lakṣmī is the Prakṛti Adhidevate. Adhidevate in Abhimāni Devate. Or the Prakṛti is caused by, and Prakṛti is managed by Lakṣmī. So creation happens with all these together. But the thing is, Hari is the main independent creator. Because the rest are Prakṛti, Jīvātmās and all, they are all causes also. But Madhvācārya does not accept material causality to be Hari. Material causality is still Prakṛti, which transforms. So Prakṛti is like the mud, which transforms into some building. Like that, Prakṛti is the mud which transforms into everything here as the bodies of everybody. Is that clear?
Yeah. Now I got it. Thank you.
Okay. Now let's get into this lecture here. We will just make a small deviation into Nyaya theory of Vedas. We were talking about Veda-pramāṇya. Veda-pramāṇya is validity of Vedas. Okay. Just a second. So validity, see, Nyaya people have a slightly different view. They think that Ishvara is blemishless. Ishvara is blemishless. So, and he is the author of the Vedas. So he wrote the Vedas. He is the author. Every word is authored by him. And hence, Vedas are paratah pramāṇyam. Not intrinsically pramana, but they are valid because Ishvara authored it. That is how these Nyaya theoretical folks say. Ishvara exists because Vedas say so. Is a way. How do you prove Ishvara is there? Because Vedas is there. Vedas said that Ishvara is there. Who wrote the Vedas? Ishvara wrote the Vedas. Then this becomes cyclic dependency, right? So this Nyaya theory is not acceptable to the Vedantins. The Vedantin says self-valid, like how Pratyaksha is self-valid. Pratyaksha is actual experience through our senses. It is valid. It is true. I saw a car pass by. Yes, I saw it, and I know it's true. And other people will believe. Somebody asked me, did you see the car? Yes, I saw the car. So other people believe. They're all self-valid. Truth is there. So one, what do you call, there is a sutra in the Brahma Sutras known as Shastra Yonitvat. That means Ishvara exists because Shastra said so. So this sutra is interpreted differently by different acharyas. So here it is not the right occasion to go deep into that sutra. So I mentioned it only because somebody here in the class who wants to do research can go into the Brahma Sutras and pick up this Shastra Yonitvat, which is in the first few sutras itself, and then try to understand how different acharyas understand, or you can even check with Alvar Shribhashya lectures, and then generally, pretty much all Vedantins say Ishvara is not the author of Vedas. So they are against the Nyaya theory about it. That's the only thing I wanted to make a point here. Is this clear?
Yes.
It's clear. Okay. Madhva, we will go further. Pramāṇyam cha pratyakṣādivat na cha bauddhādivat apauruṣeyatvat nahi apauruṣeye paurusha ajnana paurusheya ajnanadayah kalpayitam shakyaha. So the thing is, this is directly Vedas are pramana. It is not like Buddha Buddhist texts, because they're all Paurusha. Somebody wrote it, that is Buddha wrote it. Buddha talked about it, other people wrote, took notes and later on compiled them into three Tripitakas. So Vedas were never authored, that is accepted. So any blemishes, any errors which can occur due to a human intervention is not there in the Vedas. So we cannot even imagine any impurity or errors in Vedas. So without a document or knowledge base which is not authored, that is Apauruṣeya, which is Apauruṣeya, that is, if a document, only if a document is not authored, people commonly can accept something. If it is authored, not everybody will accept, because, okay, if a Nyaya theoretician writes a document, the Vedanta theoretician may not even like. Similarly, in Charvaka theoretician may not like. So all these different philosophers, if they have to accept something as valid, Vedas are valid, that means that they have to be something unauthored by human beings. Dharma and Adharma, unauthored period actually, in a way. Because again, if it is authored, then they don't agree. Now question comes up as, look, why do you want to talk about Dharma? Mastu dharmo anirupyatvad iti chetana sarvabhimatasya pramanam vina nishedum ashakyatvat. What Madhvācārya is saying here is, what if you say dharmas can never be expressed, cannot be determined. Hence, why don't we give up all these things? There is no dharma. Just why don't you not even accept anything called dharma? Why say dharma and adharma are not visible? This is dharmic, this is adharmic, we can say, but they're not visible. But every darshanika seems to accept that there is dharma. And they also say Vedas are valid testimony for dharma and adharma. So Vedas tell you this is dharma and this is adharma. And only a faultless medium of jnana, which is accepted over many people over years and years and years, such as Vedas, have to be accepted as pramana. Shastras teach atindriya vastu. Atindriya vastu means that which cannot be understood by direct inference or perception. That's what is the subject of the Shastras. Like rebirth. which cannot be, whatever you do, you cannot see or experience rebirth directly. Unless somebody is a jnani. Commonly, it is not experiencable. So, the Vedas talk about dharma and adharma, and sharira, what do you call, dehatirikta atma, that means something, atma, which is different from the body, and also dehantara prapti, that means leaving one body, that Jīvātmā will go and accept another body, gets another body. So all these things are explicable only by a commonly accepted Vedas, which are not authored. This is the general idea here. And how many darshanikas accepted Vedas to be valid? Do you know? Anybody?
Except Bauddhas, Jainas, and Charvakas, everybody else accepted. Right?
Bauddhas, Jainas, and what?
Charvakas, right?
Charvakas. Yes. And who are they? Who are these people who have accepted? Any idea of the names?
Yeah. Sankhya, Nyaya, Yoga, Vaisheshika, Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa.
True. So there were several philosophers belonging to these 6 different systems, and all of them accepted Vedas as valid. And they came, they were there in different time periods, chronologically also, geographically also. They were spread all over India. And so they all accepted this Vedas. So if somebody, today claims that, okay, I have a document that this is valid, other people may not accept. See, Nastika says there is nothing Atindriya. We do not accept, I'm sorry, this is Bauddhas or Nastikas in a way. What do you call, they just don't accept anything beyond the Indriyas. And what Madhvācārya says is we don't accept them. And their works, both the Granthas, and they are not Darshana Granthas. And for them, Pratyaksha is the only Pramāṇa for them. And they have to use, their works cannot be used to determine Dharma and Adharma. What is your question?
Swami, did you get a chance to look at who this Buddha is according to Madhvācārya?
Who this Buddha is?
Yeah, the character, both the Shastras that Madhvācārya mentions here, is this Buddha the same Buddha as mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam?
See, it is a question is, is it mentioned in the Bhagavata? See, one thing though, I have to look into what Madhvācārya says about the Buddha mentioned in the Bhagavata, whether he accepts Buddha as one of the avatars of Kṛṣṇa. That I don't remember right away. Okay, I don't remember seeing it. I can keep that in mind, check it, and let you know. But this is first of all, Buddha did not write anything as we know. Buddha talked about things, and later on Buddha Granthas came into existence, like his students and everybody remembered what he said and wrote it up. Okay, that's what we know. All Madhvācārya refers to these Granthas, what we have. The, what do you call, Dirghanikaya, Anguttara Nikaya. There are different sutras, Buddhist sutras, Mahayana Sutra, and Hinayana Sutras. There are number of Vinaya Pitaka. All these things are there, which is very well known literature as Buddhist literature. That's what he is referring to. Okay. So, is there dharma or not? What Madhvācārya is saying here is there is dharma. Look at what is happening. Atiti Satkara. unknown person comes to a village and he doesn't have food or water or shelter. Some people look at him and say, what is this? Who is this? He doesn't belong to our village. Then they go talk to him and say, okay, he seems to be a traveler. Maybe we should help him. They invite one person invites him to his home and gives him some food or something. So the Atithi Satkara we see. Why should Atithi Satkara be explicable? If it is just a dog-eat-dog world kind of a thing, animal world or something, they should be afraid of a new person coming to the village, and they should probably kill him. So we see this Atithi Satkara, Karuna, somebody gets into trouble, somebody is an accident. People just don't go walk away and say, oh, somebody got killed or somebody is struggling, being mutilated by this accident. But we don't care. They don't say that. Most people feel, yeah, we should help somehow. If there is no danger, we should go help. So this helpful nature is not very explicable to just logic and pratyaksha-pramāṇa. Beggars are being fed. Because why should beggars be fed? If I have the food, I should not give it to anybody. I eat and enjoy. This kind of a temperament doesn't come. We know that people, even illiterates without any knowledge, are afraid of punya papa. Punya papa means, oh, if I do this, it's right. If you don't do this, it's wrong. Do's and don'ts, right? They have an unwritten, feeling. So there is a conscience in everybody. That is Dharma. So that is why Dharma exists. Whether you like it or not, Dharma is there. That is what Madhvācārya is saying. Just a second. This doesn't, I don't know why it does not hide here. Okay. Nacha siddhir apramanīkasya asya iti chetana sarvābhimatereva pramāṇatvat anyatha sarvavāchika vyavahara asiddhescha. Another thing, think about how people talk to each other. If one cannot explain this if you don't assume Anumana and Agama are valid. That is, if you think that Anumana and Agama are not valid. What is Anumana? Inference. There is smoke I see far away coming out of the hill somewhere here. Then I assume, even though I haven't gone to the hill, I assume that there is fire there. That is Anumana, inference. Agama is what is handed down through centuries from a teacher to the disciple. So these agamas are there. Some portion of agamas are Vedic agamas. Some portion are not Vedic agamas. They say different things. There is Vaishnava agama, Shaiva agama, Shakta agama, and all. So these people cannot see. The thing is, there is inference, right? Inference have to be accepted. Only pratyaksha or just what you see is what is true. If you don't see something, it's not true. That is only pratyaksha. But you have to have agama and anumana as another two ways of learning knowledge, valid knowledge. So even if I say, how do you know that I heard what you said? If I say, right? How do you know that I heard what you said? A second person is telling me something. I'm asking that person, how do you know I understood, I heard what you said? That means only because I tell you that, yes, I heard. Or you're inferring that I heard based on reactions or whatever. So inference is valid knowledge, which occurs all the time. And this inference is happening through centuries. And that is how Agama is being handed over from one teacher to the next disciple. And after a couple of years, the old teacher may be gone. But still the disciples and other people keep on the knowledge. Nachamaya shrutam iti tavajñātam shakyam anyatha va pratyuttaram syat bhrantirva syat. Jnana is of the three forms. Yathartha is actual knowledge, true knowledge. Bhranti is erroneous knowledge. It is deluded knowledge. Samshaya is doubt. So if true knowledge is denied, it leads to delusion only. Because if true knowledge doesn't pass on, there's only delusion. If there is no atindriya vastu, there is no dharma bhaya. Sarva dukkha karanam tvam va syat, eko va anyatha syat. See, what happens is, suppose there is no dharma. There is no dharma bhaya. So dharma bhaya is, if there is no feeling of, I should not do it and I should do it, this kind of feeling is not there. People can just kill each other. The more the powerful person wants to dominate, and he can kill everybody else. And they can, so the powerful people can destroy humanity. You can say, is it not happening today? Powerful people are taking advantage and destroying humanity. But still they are not. How are we surviving? There are 8 billion people on earth, and we are, there's up and down. There is some destruction, there is some death, and some, new people are born. But if you look at as a totality, people seem to respect other people's lives, and there is dharma. So dharma is seen to exist everywhere, but there may be lack of it here and there. But dharma is not going away. If dharma is not at all there, then a person should not even take care of their own children. Children helpless, throw them. They are crying, throw them. That doesn't work. Naturally, people, even though they are in deep trouble, seem to care about progeny and society. So if Vedas are authored, it will always have some problem, some errors, because authors' errors will come into the books. And even if the author says, my book is faultless, my book was never authored, whatever he can say, people don't trust. But somehow these Vedas are trusted for so long by so many different philosophers who are respectable. Nyaya philosopher Jayanta Bhatta, we say that, oh my God, what kind of book he has written. Nyaya Manjari is a great book, very logical, extremely precise. So people respect people, and such respectable people have upheld the Apauruṣeya Vedas. They think that the Vedas are never authored. And there is a Viṣṇu parampara. There is a continuity in the cycle of disciples and teachers. If it was authored, one intelligent student might find out. Say, it was like, I know that somebody wrote it up and then just said that there is no author. I can find it. So thing is, this would never have happened. So commonly Vedas are accepted among all philosophers. Hence, Apauruṣeyatvam ityuktam ukkavakhamam anādikāla parikah siddhatvat ataha pramāṇyam śrutehe ataha kutarkaihi dhīrastatra mukhyati. Hence, Vedas are pramāṇa. The intelligent ones will not be deluded to think otherwise if kutarka is used. Obviously, like a Jabali Vada, like how Jabali wanted to delude Rama and say, why are you doing, Pitṛ-pakṣa for your father? Dasharatha is dead. Who knows where he went? Who knows, whatever you do will go to the dead person in the next janma. There is no janma, there is no nothing. There is nobody. Once this body goes away, the bhasmi bhutasya dehasya punaragamanam kutaha. When the body is burnt, what is coming back? Nothing is coming back. There is nothing else. People can delude. Even Jabali, a great rishi, tried to delude. But intelligent person will not believe in such logic. And they will know Vedas are valid. Now, Madhvācārya goes from the Veda-pramāṇya issue. He has established Veda-pramāṇya now, and then now he goes into the shloka. So this is about Arjuna. What do you call Krishna's teaching to Arjuna? Athava jivanasham dehanasham vapeksha shokaham. Or are you thinking that the jivas will get destroyed, or the bodies will get destroyed? Why are you worried? So earlier itself, natvevaham jatanasam, that shloka clearly said jiva cannot be destroyed. That is, the jiva is nitya. So you understood that. So jivas are nitya. So that I have to highlight, jivas are nitya, because Madhvācārya believes in there are distinct, separate, different, eternally different jivas, multiple of them. In fact, there could be a trillion of them, or trillion, uncountable of them in a small 1 cubic inch or something. That's what somewhere in the Madhva-bhashyas I have studied. So, Dehanasha, if you think Dehanasha, don't worry, Dehanasha is normal. Bodies, what do you call, go and new bodies come. New Deha is better than the old usually, due to karma and also the kindness of the Lord. They will give you a good new body, which is better. Mama Swakiya Deha, 1 second, I didn't want to rush. Napi dehanasha mityahan dehinha iti yatha kaumaradi dehanena jaradi prapta ashokaha evam jirnadi dehanena dehantara prapta vapi. Are you worried about the destruction of body? They will get a new body. But you may be thinking, why am what do you call, see, even naturally, you are a child before. You had a body of a child, and now you have a body of an older person. Did you, were you upset that you lost your childhood body and got a, some other body? No. Similarly, if one deha is gone, a new deha will come. Dehantara prapti. Why? Vedas say so. The Upanishad says so. The Gita says so. These are pramanas. We are only assuming, after this shloka, if you study the entire Bhagavad Gita, you believe in the the pramāṇya of the Vedas, the pramāṇya in the truth of what Kṛṣṇa is saying, right? Once you believe, then definitely there is a new body coming up. Once this body is gone. So Arjuna, why are you worried? That will definitely happen. Mama swakiya dehantara praptirapi nasti iti darshitum dehinaha iti visheshanam. Dehinaha, the word dehinaha means there is a difference between Kṛṣṇa's body and the body of the rest of the people. Another thing is Kṛṣṇa's body does not have Svarūpa-nasha. Even the body does not get destroyed. Kṛṣṇa's body does not get destroyed. There is also Svarūpa-nasha is that is Kṛṣṇa's original form is not destroyed. His deha is not destroyed. So there is no difference between Svarūpa-deha and Svarūpa-deha and deha of Kṛṣṇa, avatar deha of Kṛṣṇa. That is how Madhvācārya makes a point here. This becomes a little bit more difficult topic to address it right here. We will address it in a later shloka, which is in the Avatara Rahasya. Janma karma cha me divyam is there in the 4th chapter. When we come to that shloka, we will try to explain what is the theory of avatara and what is the bodies are in the avatara, Paramatma's bodies of the avatara, how are they non-different? Different avataras are exactly same for Madhvācārya. There is a small difference here in ISKCON view. In ISKCON view, even though they accept Madhvācārya's views perfectly as it is, there is a small difference. There they say Kṛṣṇa is the Kṛṣṇastu Bhagavan Swayam. Even though there is no difference between, it's a very subtle point in the Chaitanya Sampradaya. They also believe that Narasimha Avatara or Brahma Avatara or Varaha Avatara, none of this is different. That is Paramatma in different avatars are known, they are not different, but they prefer Kṛṣṇa, who is not an avatara. Kṛṣṇa is the original person. That is their belief. That is the ISKCON Chaitanya Sampradaya belief. And if there is any difference between Madhva Sampradaya and Chaitanya Sampradaya, I will highlight it later. I want to get it, when it comes, I'm sure somebody will write exactly what the Acharyas wrote about it. So I don't want to transfer over my knowledge, which may be here and there, so not so perfect, because my memory might be gone. So I would want to highlight only when I see a statement in the Madhva Bhashya, so that I can hinge on it and say, okay, this is where Madhvācārya talks about avataras. So this is exactly what he felt. So I want to refer to only statements which are justifiable. I don't want to give my point of view. I hope you understand why I'm doing this. Dehasya idanimapi. Okay, next. Bhavadadinam sa bhavishyati ityapi shoko na kartavyah. Mama swakiya dehantara praptirapi nasti iti darshayitum dehinaha iti visheshanam. Bhavadadinam sa bhavishyati ityapi. See, the bodies are lost for jivas, and they get new body. That is not the case for Kṛṣṇa. Bhavadadinam sa bhavishyati ityapi shoko na kartavyah. Why you should not be worried that you will get new bodies. Dehasya idanim api anyathatva darshanat. Even today, every day, your body is changing. You are older. You are no longer a youth, and you are a child, and now you are in a middle age or whatever. So you should, and you are not worried about it. So you should never worry about losing a body and picking up another body. Mātrā-sparśās, this is 14. That is verse 14. Mātrā-sparśās kaunteya shītoṣna Sukha-duḥkha agama-pāyino Nitya tam sthitikṣasva bharata. This is Gita Shloka 14. For that, when I wrote here, B means Bhashya. T means Tatparya. Gita Tatparya, Gita Bhashya are two separate commentaries of Madhvācārya. Bhashya says, Tathapi tad darshana abhavadina shoka iti chet Nityaha Mātrā-sparśā iti. So, see, Madhvācārya takes everything very logically. How, one by one, logical options. What if Arjuna is upset? Arjuna is sad that after this war, he will not be able to meet Bhishma or anybody else who are already dead in the war. So, tadarshana bhavat. So he is upset because after this war, he cannot see his friends, relatives, teachers who are dead in the war. Given that, it is not advisable to be sad. You should not be sad. That is the essence here. So dehas could be mutilated. That is, bodies can get mutilated. That is nature. Body will one day get mutilated. One day the body will go away. So the thing is, you should not worry. But there is another reason why you should not worry. That is mentioned in this verse. What is it? Matra. Miyante iti matraha vishayaha. That is, the what is known through our senses is rupa, form. Rasa is taste. Form through our eyes. Rasa is through tongue. And we hear sounds through our ears. Like this, our indriyas get information from the external world. They are known as matras. Atma experiences pleasure and pain due to what we perceive. what we, when our indriyas come in contact with the external world, we experience pleasure and pain. Happiness or sadness occurs not just by contact. So the thing is, tesham sparshaha sambandhaha, that is indriya vishya, senses and sense objects. When they touch each other, that becomes sambandha, relation. And that gives you shita ushna sukha-duḥkha daha. Shita ushna sukha-duḥkha daha means that gives you experience of cold, heat, rough, soft, happiness, unhappiness, all these feelings. Dehe shitoshnadi sambandhadhi shitoshnadyanubhavaha atmanaha. Because of the contact with the cold or hot object or any of these objects, one gets the experience of cold and hot and all this. And this experience is to the experiencer in the body, that is Atma. Tatascha Sukha-duḥkha. And eventually, or also that deals with, that is the Atma experiences pleasure and pain due to contact. Is it only due to contact? That's what is explained here. Na hyatmanaha svato dukkadihi sambhavati. So the thing is, just a contact with objects and sense objects, if they contact each other, that is not sufficient for a person to become sad or happy. Why? Because what happens in deep sleep, even if there is a contact between indriyas and the objects of senses and object, this person doesn't experience anything. In deep sleep, there is no real experience of the external world, whatever it is. Then what happened in deep sleep? Why the same person was experiencing pleasure or pain while that person was awake? And when the person went into deep sleep, even if those objects are nearby in contact with him or her, when the person sleeps and goes to deep sleep state, there is no anubhava of the external world. Why? Because of Abhimāna. Abhimāna is the Śabda-pramāṇa. You think that, oh, this body is mine, these objects around me is mine, oh, I own this place. This Abhimāna is there, attachment is there. And if the attachment is not there, there is no Sukha or Dukkha. So hence, ato yataha Mātrā-sparśās jagradāda vevaste santi nanyada iti tadanvaya vyatirēkitvat tannimitta eva atmanah svataha. So the pleasure and pain is due to Abhimāna or attachment with objects or hatred with objects, not because of just connection with the object or just direct contact. Atmanaschair vishaya vishayi bhava sambandhat anyaha sambandho nasti. So thing is, the external objects, people, everything around you are connected only as objects around you, and you are the knower. Vishaya vishayi. Vishaya is objects or anything experiences. Vishayi is experiencer within. And this Sukha and Dukkha, or sadness and happiness, grief and happiness, are actually manodharmas. Manodharmas means they are the nature of the mind. Mind goes through different phases of happiness and sadness, irritation, whatever the phase may be. But who is the feeler of these experiences? The feeler is Jīvātmā. Manas is not the feeler. Manas directs information to the Jīvātmā. Atman knows through the mind. And because Atman and mind are connected due to Abhimāna and karma sambandha and all, they're connected very heavily. That is why Atma feels the pleasure or pain through mind. Actually, it is happening to the mind because manovikaras, that is, sadness and happiness, are related to mind only. But Atma feels it because of the connection. Say, for example, a person's house burns and he's totally upset. He's rushing to get water to quench the fire, or get some fire engine, or somebody call the fire people to take care of protecting his belongings. He's affected. However, if the same person sees somebody else's home burning on the TV or somewhere, he's not that affected. It's not that agitated, because there is connection. This house belongs to me, that house belongs to somebody else. There is a connection, makes a big difference. न च आगमापायित्वेपि प्रवाहरूपेणापि नित्यत्वम् अस्ति सुप्ति प्रलयादौ अभावात् इत्याह अनित्या इति. So the thing is, it is not pravaha rupa. That is, sukha and dukkha are not continuous, like the water in the Ganges, which is continuously flowing. Even though the water was near you and at a particular point, is not there anymore because some other water came there from the upstream. So it's constantly changing, but it is there. The river is there, right? So is sukha dukkha like that? It is not pravaha nitya. That is, it's not going to keep on coming. In deep sleep, they are not even experienced, right? So they're not there when somebody is in deep sleep, and they just come and go. Agama payitvepi sukti pralaya anitya. That is why we call it as sukha dukkha are anitya. They are not eternal. Atascha atmaha dehat dhyatma brahma eva sukha dukkha karanam. Because you are firmly connected to your body, you are feeling the pleasure and pain. So Atma does not have sukha dukkha's. Atma is disconnected, but Atma is connected through the body. Atha tad vimuktasya bandhu maranadi dukkham na sambhavati. If you have no connection with your body, if you are not attached to your body, you will not be affected by the death of relatives at all. So give up ato abhimanim parityajyatanti shitoshnadinti tikshasvam. Whatever sadness, elation, happiness, and affection, hatred, all these things give up, O Arjuna, because that is only due to your attachment. So this is verse 14. Gita Tatparya. It says, Mama Swakiya Dehantara Praptirapi Nasti iti darshetum Dehina Haiti Visheshanam Bhavadadinam. This one we already covered actually. Dehas Bhavadadinam apisa bhavishyati ityapi shoko navarkartavyah. So Kṛṣṇa says there is no different, he doesn't get a different body or lose the current body. That is why the word Dehinaha is used. Dehinaha is for the third person, not for Kṛṣṇa. Dehinaha is for the rest of us. Bhavadadina means all of Jīvātmās. Sa bhavishyati ityapi shokona kartavya. We should not worry that we are getting new bodies and this body will go away. Dehasya idyanim api anyathatva darshant. We already covered it, because every moment we go through change in the body. 20 years ago, you had a different body, and now today you have a different body. Tad adarshanaadi nimittam sodhavyam ityaha Mātrā-sparśās. Tad darshanadi nimittam sodhavyam ityaha. Tad adarshanaadi nimittam sodhavyam ityaha Mātrā-sparśās iti vishaya sambandhaha. So the thing is, what do you call? Some things have to be tolerated because they all are related to connection to sense objects. Just a second. Oh, That's the last. That is the last slide I had today. And now I will open up for questions if you have any. Any questions?
Yeah, I do have a question because since you spoke about the non-attachment of the jiva. If you have no attachment, then the jiva doesn't feel anything. This has been bothering me quite a bit, because when we say the jiva leaves the body and it gets rebirth somewhere, and then why do we do? There is no relationship. Why do we do the Pitṛ? We do the Pitṛ.
Karyas, right? Pitṛ Karyas?
Yeah, we pray to we please the Pitṛ, Pitṛ Shanti and Pitṛ, thing. Why do we do that? Because there is no connection. Pitṛ, it doesn't know it may be reborn again, the jiva. I don't know. Did you get my point?
Yeah.
When
see, the thing is, suppose one of the parents die, a person does Pitṛ Karyas, right? That is whatever
Hello?
the Shastras. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
So whatever the Shastras say, that this kind of Vedic kriyas have to be done for the dead people, right? The reason is, see, our parents didn't throw us into the garbage can and walk away. They helped us through every part of our lives till we are able to earn for ourselves and then live a life, right? They helped us out. So this is a question of giving thanks to them. So in our Hindu thought and in Vaidika thought, everybody is connected through karma. So they became our Pitrus because of karma. Some karmic, what we did earlier, with in millions and millions of janmas past, we get this whole relationship of parents and children. This relationship happens due to karma. So we thank our parents who worked with us, helped us grow psychologically, mentally, physically. They nourished us to get to this level. What is the value for us? That means they gave us an environment, both physical, food, water, shelter, and psychological and guidance, so that we don't have to suffer through going through only indriya vishayas or bogged down by sensory world or physical universe, but to go beyond and achieve maximum happiness by reaching Kṛṣṇa, by reaching Paramatma. So this was, so they have helped us in our spiritual journey. Hence, we have to thank them. If you don't thank them, then you will become a, morally incorrect, morally corrupt person. So when we get a job, somebody gave us a job, we send a thank you letter to that person and say, oh, because of you, I got this job. Similarly, when thanking is something moral for any human being. Similarly, these Pitṛ Karyas are, Vihita, it is decreed in the Vedas that one should do Pitṛ Karya. Pitṛ is, that is why the Vedas keep so much of, gives so much of importance to Pitrus and Acharyas. So you'll find these three statements: Mātrā-devo bhava first, Pitṛ-devo bhava first, Acharya devo bhava. Then it says Athithi devo bhava. Even a casual visitor to your home, he is actually a representative of God. So Mātrā-devo bhava is first. Mother is the first God. So normally mothers, there may be some exceptional mothers who may treat their children very badly. But normally mothers treat children even if they go through so much of trouble. Similarly, father comes and nourishes and helps a family, even if that person goes through trouble in life. So because of this, this is Dharma, right? Again, So Pitṛ-karyas are necessary. I don't understand your question, or whether I'm just lecturing without understanding.
The Pitru, I mean, it's completely disconnected. Will the Pitru know that we are thanking him?
In a way, they will. In a way, they will. Yeah, in a way, they will. Because that is delivered to Pitrus through the Paramatma in between. So when we do any Pitṛ-karya, that will first go to Hari. He is a Yajna Bhokta. Viṣṇu is the Yajna Bhokta. Every offering you do will go to Viṣṇu first. And then Viṣṇu will deliver it to whoever that it should be delivered. Should it be delivered to the Pitrus? He will. Should it be delivered to Devatas? He will. So all the Devata Yajna, Pitru Yajnas, the fruits are first experienced by Paramatma himself and delivered to those destinations. Target individuals.
Another question now following this is, when you said if a person has reached that state of complete Vairāgya, dispassion, then will the mind and the Jīvātmā be disconnected, or there will be a connection still?
Okay, your voice is not breaking up.
No, if by chance a person is has complete Vairāgya and is dispassion and has no feelings whatsoever, I mean, the feelings in a good sense, will whatever the mind goes through, will it be passed on to the Jīvātmā? You explained a little earlier that the Jīvātmā is connected to the mind, and so it gets the feelings of the mind. Am I right?
Oh, yes. Yeah. So the thing is, in the next body, mind also goes there. Manashyashtani indriyani prakriti karshati. It is said in the 13th chapter somewhere. What do you call? I don't remember the chapter. So the manas and indriyas will be passed on into the next body with the Jīvātmā. So manas and indriyas will travel with the Jīvātmā to the next body.
I got it. Thank you very much.
Okay. So even if somebody is a monk, where he has given up desires and things like that, the same mind will be. What does a person who is who is not affected by mind's activities? Basically, he has control over mind. So his mind is vidheya. Vidheya is mind is obedient for him. And same, if he has to go through another body, the obedient mind will go to the next body and with the same person's Jīvātmā. It continues.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Namaskaram, Kṛṣṇa. Here, in this particular shloka, Mātrā-sparśās kaunteya, when does Madhvācārya says when this coming and going will stop?
When will the coming and going come? See, there is what you call whenever it occurs, right? Whenever the contact of sense and sense objects occur, people get the feelings of Shita, Ushna, Sukha-duḥkha, that is hot, cold, or pleasure, pain. All these reactions come and they're generated in the mind, right? When will it come and when will it go? No, it's the agama apayana. It will come and go based on karmas, based on different activities. See, this will be explained later in the 18th chapter, where because every action has 5 different reasons. Adhishtanam, tatakarta, that is Sharira, the body is one of the reasons. The Jīvātmā is one of the reasons, tatakartam. Karanancha pratagvidam, the different, what do you call, limbs. We have body, limbs, the different kind of body parts we have, right? Karanamcha pratagvidam, vividascha pratak cheshtaha, and we have, each one has got different capability of movement. And if I have a diseased arm or something, this arm doesn't move. So karanamcha pratyakbhidam, vividascha pratyaksheshtaha, the activities which we do in our life. Daivan chaiva panchamam, and the Hari is another reason. So if Hari says no, it will not work. If Hari says yes, it will work. So all the five pretty much separate reasons are there. 5 separate reasons are there for any activity to happen. So due to this, so that contact with the matter, indriyas and indriya sambandha will happen. Whenever it happens, it happens. But these 5 forces will be driving those happenings.
Why I am asking is in the, I mean, whether in the Bhashya or in the Tatparya, there is no explicit mention of karma as the main cause. It is more of Dehatma Brahma.
See, Dehatma Brahma is the cause of experience of Sukha-duḥkha, right? Even Jiva, it's a very interesting. Even Shita, Ushna is Dehatma Brahma, right? That means you touch ice and you feel it's cold. Why? Because you are thinking that you are the body. There is an attachment here. If you know, maybe when you are in deep sleep, if you touch ice, you will not feel the cold. So it is Abhimāna. So karma is not, I'm just telling you karma because in other parts karma is expressed in the Bhagavad Gītā. Here, Madhvācārya is very clear. Only Abhimāna is the cause of pleasure and pain. That's all. Or any kind of experience of the Jīvātmā. Not because of swataha. You won't, just by connection to sense objects, you will not have pleasure or pain. Only due to Abhimāna, mental connect with the object. Have I answered you what I answered you?
Yes, sir. But even, I mean, the Ajnana or Abhimāna, finally it is all karma driven, right? Of course, it is a different view in Dvaita, but at least in Viṣiṣṭadvaita and Dvaita, it is all because of one's karma.
See, it is karma driven because if the karma goes away, the person gets moksha. When you get moksha, you don't have this connection. They don't have any feelings because of sense object connectivity, right? True. This Abhimāna is true because of Dehatma Brahma, illusion that the body is you. And that's what Madhvācārya is saying here. Dehatma Brahma is the only thing what he mentions here. Karma is not mentioned here because in the original verse there is no reference to karma. Mātrā-sparśās kaunteya śītoṣna sukha-duḥkha agama-pāyano anityaha tam titiksha svabharata. So the thing is, there is no mention of karma here. Okay? Understood?
Yeah, one more comment. I just when we were speaking about the Apauruṣeya nature of the Vedas, I was thinking about our Alvar Prabandhams and such texts which are done by saints. So not everybody in general will accept them as authority, right?
True.
Only,
yes, they won't. Yes.
Yeah. So how do we view such things then? Such personally, we accept some things as authority. So how do we view
you cannot view in a common way. You cannot view in a common way, right? That means everybody will not agree with your view. Only thing is you view that Naiyāyika's Pashanams are valid because Naiyāyika was a jnani. And the jnani is, he is not saying from his buddhi. In that way, he is seeing the truth because he has gone beyond into the perfect state of samadhi or something, and then he's only seeing the truth and uttering the truth. So that is how you believe. So some people believe, some people don't believe in Namayava. There cannot be a common acceptance.
Yeah, because even in the case of Ramana Maharshi, we see that there are many people who actually take his own works and they don't deviate. They take it as a complete authority and follow.
True. See, that happens to every system, right? So obviously, that is why you have so many religions in this world and so many people who are following these religions. True. Any other questions? Okay.
So, one more question, just a very general question on the karma. So, karma, when we have both prarabdha and sanchita karma, it so happens that even though we do good things in this life, even then we may get the ill effects of the bad karmas of our earlier lives. So that's why most of the times it happens that people think that we do good things, still we get the bad effects, and then it leads them to disbelieve the existence of Brahman.
True.
Yeah. In that case, what should be the answer to those who ask?
See, what do you call? We take from a different view. We always see that, we have seen this cause effect happening in this world, right? Even in Pratyakṣa-pramāṇa, we see cause effect. What do you call? Somebody succeeded in an exam because they studied well. This is a cause effect. Somebody never studied anything, and the person didn't do well in the exam. This is very well known, right? So the cause effect is extremely seen as Pratyaksha-pramāṇa. We see in Pratyaksha itself directly without going to the Sukha-duḥkha due to Purva karma and all those things. Directly we see cause effect. So based on that, we have to extend and say that if a person is doing very good things and still suffering, there are other things he has done bad earlier. So you need to have belief that there is some kind of a real bad karmas. Without knowledge of the previous janmas, they did something really bad. That's the only way to give justification to these things. And that's based on our Vaidika view. That's all, right?
Yeah. I was asking in the context of Madhvācārya's point of view, where some are eternally doomed. Because some of them, if they because they are already doing some bad karmas, and then they get bad effects, and they continue to do bad karmas.
See, that is different. What you're asking is about the Jiva Taratamya.
Yes.
And also you're talking about the eternal damnation.
Yes.
Of certain jivas who will never do good things. They will completely be Rakshasas or some kind of asuras, and they're absolutely incorrigible. They never can be corrected. See, that is a different question to be asked when we come to the 16th chapter or something. The reason is there's a lot of I have given a lecture on Hindu University of America vertical class one day. Somebody racked up this issue of eternal damnation, and that person was very upset that you are comparing Madhva Bhashya to Christianity or Islam, and that is a very bad thing what you're doing, and you better know what you're talking about. Otherwise, I will ask the president of the Hindu University of America to dismiss you. This happened.
Okay.
This happened. You know what I did? I went and sat down with Professor Naga Sampige in Vidyapitha, and also sat with Prabhanjanacharya, who is my older teacher in National College. And then I got answer from him, and then explained to this person, this is what the Madhva Bhashya says. I'm not saying from my knowledge. I'm referring to the Acharyas in this lineage. who have explained the situation. So this is a complex thing. Let us get to it when we come to that. The verse in the 16th chapter is Khipam Yajastram Ashubhan Asurishveva Yonishu Asurim Yonimapannaha Mudhaha Janmani 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 Asubhan Ashu. Wait a minute. That is the verse. Just because you mentioned, I'm just going to mention only that verse. Okay. It is the verse number 19. Ham dvishatah kruran samsareshu naradhaman khipam yajastram ashubhan asurishve vayonishu asurim yonimapanna mudha janmani janmani mama prapyaiva kaunteya tato yanti adhamam gatim. So mama prapyaiva kaunteya tato yanti adhamam gatim. Without reaching me, they will always go to the adhamagati or the lower regions. This is what he says. Khipami ajasram ashubhan asurishveva yonishu. I will continuously put them into the wombs which are asuric in nature. And they will never see me again. They will never attain me again. This is the verse in the Bhagavad Gita. Based on that verse, Madhvācārya takes a particular view. Right? We'll come to that when we get there. It is too complex. It will take a few hours to discuss and not correct to discuss here.
Sure. Thank you. Namaskaras.
Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Then, Asmat Gurupyo Namaha, Asmat Parama Gurupyo Namaha, Asmat Sarva Gurupyo Namaha, Shri Kṛṣṇa Parabrahmane Namaha, Shri Lakṣmī Simha Parabrahmane Namaha, Shri Lakṣmī Hayavadana Parabrahmane Namaha, Sarvam Shri Kṛṣṇātmanastu. By the way, even if you have any doubts that whether I'm representing something or I'm misrepresenting what Madhva Bhasha is, let me know. If I'm misrepresenting or if I did anything wrong, I will go check with the great acharyas of Madhva lineage and then let you know what they say. Okay? So,
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaskaram.